On a bustling cruise ship, the crew diligently adhered to HACCP guidelines, ensuring food safety from the galley to the dining room. Meanwhile, USPH regulations guided sanitation practices, creating a healthy environment for guests. The Material Safety Data Sheets, MSDS, were meticulously reviewed, preventing hazardous incidents involving chemicals. MARPOL regulations protected the pristine oceans by managing waste disposal, while SOLAS standards ensured passenger safety through rigorous emergency protocols. Together, these regulations formed a comprehensive framework, safeguarding both people and the environment on every voyage. Below is a detailed overview of each of these important regulations and guidelines. 1. HACCP, Hazard Analysis Critical Control Point. Overview. HACCP is a systematic preventive approach to food safety that identifies physical, chemical, and biological hazards in food production processes, taking steps to reduce these risks to safe levels. Key components. Hazard analysis. Identifying potential hazards at each stage of the food preparation process. Critical control points, CCPs, determining points in the process where hazards can be prevented, eliminated, or reduced. Critical limits, establishing maximum and minimum values for factors such as temperature, pH, and time at critical control points to ensure safety. Monitoring procedures, keeping track of CCPs to ensure they remain within critical limits. Corrective actions, steps to take when monitoring indicates a deviation from a critical limit. Verification procedures, regularly verifying that the HACCP system is functioning correctly. Record keeping, maintaining documentation of all procedures and monitoring activities. Importance on cruise ships, ensures food safety for passengers and crew, preventing foodborne illnesses and maintaining overall health standards. 2. USPH, United States Public Health. Overview. The U.S. Public Health Service, USPH, regulations are a set of guidelines and codes enforced by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, focused on preventing disease transmission through the food and water supply. Key points. Inspections. Regular health inspections of food and beverage areas on cruise ships to ensure compliance with sanitation and hygiene standards. Training. Requirement for crew members in food handling, sanitation procedures, and foodborne illness prevention. Reporting and response. Systems in place for reporting any foodborne illness outbreaks and responding correctly to prevent further spread. Importance on cruise ships. Helps maintain health and safety standards aboard the ship, thereby ensuring the well-being of passengers and crew and avoiding outbreaks that could lead to significant operational issues. 3. MSDS, Material Safety Data Sheets. Overview. Material Safety Data Sheets, MSDS, now commonly referred to as Safety Data Sheets, SDS, are documents that provide information on the properties of hazardous chemicals. They are critical for ensuring safety in the workplace. Key components: identification, name of the chemical and supplier information, hazard identification, potential hazards associated with the chemical, including health effects and environmental risks, composition information on ingredients, details of the chemical's composition, first aid measures, what to do in case of exposure or accident, firefighting measures, suitable extinguishing methods and precautions for fighting fires involving the substance. Accidental release measures, proper procedures for handling spills or leaks. Handling and storage. Recommendations for safe handling and proper storage. Importance on cruise ships. Ensures the safe handling, storage, and disposal of chemicals used in cleaning and maintenance, reducing the risk of exposure or accidents among the crew. 4. MARPOL, International Convention for the Prevention of Pollution from Ships. Overview. MARPOL is an international treaty aimed at preventing pollution from ships, addressing the prevention of oil spills, garbage, sewage, and pollution from hazardous substances. Key annexes. Annex 1. Prevention of pollution by oil. Annex 2. Control of pollution by noxious liquid substances in bulk. Annex 3. Prevention of pollution by harmful substances carried by sea in packaged form. Annex 4. Prevention of pollution by sewage from ships. Annex 5. Prevention of pollution by garbage from ships. Annex 6. Prevention of air pollution from ships. Importance on cruise ships. Compliance with MARPOL regulations is essential for minimizing environmental impact and maintaining operational integrity on international waters. 5. SOLAS, International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea. Overview. SOLAS is a set of international regulations established to ensure ships' safety at sea, focusing on the construction, equipment, and operation of ships. Key components: safety equipment, requirements for lifeboats, life rafts, life jackets, and firefighting systems. Safety management, implementing a safety management system, SMS, that includes emergency procedures and drills for crew and passengers. Fire protection, regulations for fire detection and suppression systems on board. Safety of navigation, guidelines for navigational safety equipment and practices. Training and drills, regular drills for crew and passengers to ensure preparedness for emergencies. Importance on cruise ships, compliance ensures the safety of passengers and crew in case of emergencies, helping to prevent accidents and reduce risks during journeys. Conclusion. Understanding HACCP, USPH, MSDS, MARPOL, and SOLAS is essential for maintaining a high standard of safety, health, and environmental protection on cruise ships. Crew members must be trained in these areas to promote a safe and enjoyable experience for passengers, while protecting the environment and adhering to international regulations.